Hello and welcome to Lydia Hawk Designs. Today we're going to make a DIY beer cozy beer sleeve. You can follow this tutorial and you can make a beer sleeve for any beer bottle, any size. If you do not know how to crochet, you can actually learn to crochet in the round right here. We're going to take it step by step, very slow. It's very easy. I don't even have a pattern in front of me. I'm going to make notes as I go, and I'm going to offer a pattern with a link in the description below. This is literally just do it yourself crocheting. And in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I've got my Guinness bottle here. No, I did not drink this out of the bottle. I poured it in a proper Guinness glass. Thank you. But Guinness is my favorite. And it's not your typical beer shape, but that's okay. Whatever we end up at the bottom here, as far as diameter, we're just going to keep that shape all the way up because this is just a simple tutorial. But after watching and following this tutorial, you will be able to make your own crochet beer sleeve. So I've got paper and pen here ready to go so I can offer the free pattern. You can find all of my free patterns at lydiahawk.com. And also in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I'm going for sports team colors, Boston Celtics. I apologize if these are not the proper sports team colors for the Boston Celtics, but this is what I have. And I've got two gorgeous shades of green, white. These two are Caron Simply Soft yarn, acrylic yarn I love, and also Red Heart Soft. I also love Red Heart Soft. We need our H8 5mm crochet hook, tapestry needle, stitch marker, scissors, and we're ready to go. I'm going to start with the darker green here. Crocheting in the round is pretty simple and fun. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave about a 6-inch tail. I'm going to cross my yarn like so. And I'm going to go in with my finger and my thumb. And I'm going to pull the longest strand through, the strand closest to the skein. And then tighten it around my crochet hook. We're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can slow down the video at any time, go back, fast forward, whatever. This video has chapter markers, so I try to make it very easy to jump around. Now we're going to create our ring. So we're going to go into the very first chain space that we created. And we're just going to slip stitch, which means we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull that strand through both of those loops. And then we're going to find our hole in the center. It's right there. And I'm just going to put this here so I can pause for a second and make my notes. We can start with round 1. I've got my crochet hook resting where I want the next step to begin. So round 1 is single crochet 6 into ring. So I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull this through, not through both loops, but through the hole in my ring, and then yarn over and pull through. That's my first single crochet. And I'm going to do that 5 more times. So pull it through the hole, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops. Pull it through the hole, yarn over, through 2 loops. 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. And you can count them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochets. Now I'm going to go into the very first single crochet I created. I'm going to slip stitch. So I'm going to yarn over and I'm just going to pull it through 2 loops. I'm not going to pause to yarn over again. I'm just going to pull it through both. And then I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to place my marker. From here, we just increase. We want the bottom of the bottle. So round 2, 2 single crochet in each stitch around. So we're going to increase. We go into our very first one, we yarn over, we single crochet 1, and we go back through the exact same stitch we just worked, and we do it again. And we do it all the way around. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we had 6 and now we have 12. Now we're going to slip stitch into our marker space. We're going to remove our marker. Keep your eye on it. Slip stitch, chain 1, place marker. So now we've got a nice little flat start to the bottom of our bottle. Single crochet 1. So that means we just single crochet our very first stitch, 2 single crochet. So we're back to our increase. So 1, into the same one, we're going to single crochet again. And then it says repeat from asterisk to asterisk around. So we're just going to do that until the end. So 1 into the next, 2 into the next, 1 into the next, 2 into the next, and just keep doing that. Slip stitch into marker space, so remove the marker, slip stitch, chain 1, place marker. So we're going to increase again. And now our pattern is that our increases are going to be after 2 stitches. So round 4, single crochet 2. So 1, 2, 2 single crochet. That's our increase. So 1, 2 into the same stitch. Repeat from asterisk to asterisk around. So we just repeat single crochet, 2 single crochet all the way around. Slip stitch into marker space, chain 1, place marker. Round 5, single crochet 3. So you can see our pattern here. Every round, in order to get this really nice flat even increase, we just follow the single crochet 1 or 2 or 3 and then increase. 2 single crochet is our increase. Repeat from asterisk to asterisk around. slip stitch into marker space, chain 1, place marker. This is actually a really good lesson. I thought, I'm going to loosen this. I thought because I had just covered the bottom of this bottle, like literally just covered it. You can see it's a perfect shape for the bottom. It doesn't go over, it's not too small. I thought that was where I stopped. But I had to go back because I need one more. So in order to properly cover the bottle, I actually need to go over the edge to compensate for the side of the bottle. So round 6 is an increase. So I'm going to increase one more time, single crochet 4, two single crochet, and repeat all the way around. Slip stitch into marker space, chain 1, place marker. Just going to loosen this. Let's get a visual one more time of our bottle. And yes, we are one round over the edge of the bottle, which means we can now start our vertical stitches to get around the bottle. And it's going to be nice and snug, and you can already tell, but it does have to go at least one round over the lip of the edge. Now, if you need to create another increase for your bottle, you can pause here and then come back. We're going to pick up with round 7. It's going to be our very first round that doesn't include increases. Round 7, in back loops, single crochet 36. Stitches have 2 loops, one that's farther from you, one that's closer to you. In our case, we're going to be working in the stitch that's farthest from us, so that's the back loop as opposed to the front loop. All the way around, we're just going to go into the back loop of each stitch and single crochet 1. My round is 36, so I'm just going to single crochet 36 in the back loops of every stitch. This is going to create our ridge that separates this round from the flat bottom round. It's going to transition us very smoothly into our vertical rounds. It's 36. Slip stitch, chain 1, place marker. looking pretty good. Yep. It doesn't look like much right now. It just looks like another increase row, but that's because we need to work one more to get the shape for our sides. Now, since I'm creating this pattern on the fly, round 8 through whatever is going to be just single crochet 36. And that number is going to be in this finished video and in the chapter markers. But that's it. You want to pause here and just work those next rounds, 36 stitches, or whatever stitches you came up with for your personal design. We are at the end of round 20. First thing we're going to do is turn this inside out and weave in this tail while it's still easy to turn inside out. Weaving in the ends is literally just a matter of hiding your loose thread. And I'm just going into the backs of stitches. I'm not going into the entire stitch. I don't want to see this from the front. So technically this is the wrong side of our pattern. And I just want to go into these very back stitches and weave it in pretty good ways. Obviously you don't want your pattern falling apart. So just weave the tail into these back stitches until you feel like it is properly weaved in. And then we cut, and that's it. Now we need to join our color. I'm of the opinion that there are 3 ways to join thread. And instead of using the chain, which I do in this pattern, I'm actually going to join color B with the slip stitch. So leaving a nice long tail for weaving in the end, we're going to slip stitch. We've got some loose stitches here, but that's okay. We're not going to pay attention to those quite yet. We want to focus on chaining 1 and placing our marker. Now I just want to pull on these a little bit. Make sure they're snug. Don't over pull. You want your tension to be even on all your stitches. So just gently tug on it. Round 21, single crochet 36. So we go into the very next stitch that is unworked and single crochet 36. And then we're going to, at the very end, we're going to join color C. So when you get to stitch 36, pause, and we'll do that part together. Okay, 36. And before I continue, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut color A. Nice long tail for weaving in the ends. Now with color C, just like the last row, I'm going to slip stitch. Leaving a nice long tail for weaving in the end. We go in. This is pretty loose, so I'm just going to hold these with my left hand. I'm going to pull this all the way through. Chain one, place marker, and then I can go back and I can tighten everything down a little bit. Remember, don't over tighten. Round 22, single crochet 36. Slip stitch, chain one, place marker. So this is looking really good. I've already checked the measurements and placed the ball in here. It's very comfortable, and I measured about 5.5 inches for our cozy. So 14 more rows of color C, and we should be ready to bind off and finish our sleeve. Let's go ahead and cut color B real quick so we don't tangle our yarn. In fact, I'm just going to tuck these in here for a minute. So for the next several rows, we're going to single crochet 36. And I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Work your next several rows and then come back and we will bind off and finish our sleeve. Okay, round 35 is complete. And now we just need to bind off. So I remove my marker. So slip stitch. And we're not going to chain one. We're going to cut a nice long tail. And then we're just going to yarn over and pull through. And that's it. I'm going to turn this inside out. So again, just want to secure the tail, get it into the pattern, work into back stitches only on the wrong side of our pattern. And just enough to really secure it down. This way, when you hand wash it, it doesn't fall apart, doesn't come unraveled. Wouldn't necessarily come unraveled, but you want the tail to be into it so good that it doesn't become a distraction. I'm going to do color B last. And color B, I'm going to crisscross, and I'm going to weave in this side to the right and this side to the left. Now we just have our top last tail to weave in. I want to bring it off to the right here so that it's a smooth line. If I do this, it might be, it's like a little lip there, so oh, that looks good. Look at that. That is a handsome, handsome beer cozy. And using this pattern, you can make any shape, any size, and that's just a really beautiful cozy. Boston Celtics themed cozy. Thank you so much for following this tutorial with me. I have had a blast. I hope that you have enjoyed making this as much as I have. And until next time.